Gentlemen be carrying up on shoulder? Or did you want to just go over here with me? Kamlesh says he's ready. Is there a picture of you? Oh no, this one.
these are extra for everyone. Everyone may be seated. Yes, so that's the Good morning. Jai Jinendra, Jai Sri Krishna. I just want to offer my sincere prayers and condolences to your family. Thank you for allowing me to take care of your beloved Prashant. I just want to remind everyone, if you can please silence your cell phones, and we'll begin with the puja. Thank you, Maharaj Kamala Shukla, for your prayers today. Thank you. The immediate family, if you can come forward.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can leave this corner open for para. You can start taking one and pass it on. So suppose we are at Ahmedabad house. Ahmedabad, right?
Yeah.
So before we take him to crematory smasan, a bath needs to be given to him. Now bath is already given by Christine. Now if you can sprinkle Gangajal on him like this, which is called Abhishek. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Now we already placed Gangajal in his mouth yesterday, so we don't have to put it again. Okay, then one by one, if you want to do that, we can do that later. We need to go. Okay, I'm placing it here. Now, this Chandan, if you can do tika to him using this finger. Om Tvam Gandharva Akhanam Stvam Indrastam Brahaspatihi Tvam Okhade Somo Raja Vidvanyakshmadamuchyata. So, clearly not Prashant. Now, is there anybody else in the family? Like his sister, brother, whoever is there? No. Okay, that's fine. So, everybody got a rice in the bowl. You can get closer. And then when I say swaha, you can offer a couple of bits to Prashant Bhai. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Apo Hishtamayo Bhuvasthanurje Adhatanaham Mahiranaita Chaseyo Vahasivatamo Rasasasya Bhajayate Hanaham Oshati Riva Mataraha Tasma Arangamamaho Yasya Sevaya Jinvatha Apo Janayatha Janaham ओम जे तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति स्रका हस्तानि खंगिणः ते खग्गु सहस्रयोजने वदन्वानि तन्मसि ओम इदं विष्णुवि चक्रमे ते डानि नटे पडम्मा समूढमस्य पाग्गु सुरे स्वाहम् ओम त्वां गन्धर्वा अखनं स्वामिन्द्रस्तं बृहस्पतिः त्वामोखदे सोमो राजा विद्वान्यक्ष्मादमुच्यत ओम भूर्भुवस्व प्रशांत भाई प्रेतस्य तीर्थोदक स्नानं समर्पयामि तुलसीदलं समर्पयामि now couple of pieces of rice when swaha om prajapataye swaha idam prajapataye namama om indraye swaha idam indraye namama om agnaye swaha idam agnaye namama om somaye swaha idam somaye namama om yamaye swaha idam yamaye namama om mrityave swaha idam mrityave namama ओम ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा इदं ब्रह्मणे नमः ओम भूः स्वाहा इदं अग्नये नमः ओम भुवः स्वाहा इदं वायवे नमः ओम स्वः स्वाहा इदं सूर्याय नमः. Now instead of swaha it will be kalpatam, or you can offer when I offer. Om ayur jagnena kalpatam, om prano jagnena kalpatam, om chakshur jagnena kalpatam, ओम श्रोत्रम जगनेन कल्पताम ओम वाक् जगनेन कल्पताम ओम मन्नो जगनेन कल्पताम ओम आत्मा जगनेन कल्पताम ओम ब्रह्मा जगनेन कल्पताम ओम ज्योतिर्जगनेन कल्पताम ओम स्वर जगनेन कल्पताम ओम प्रेष्ठम जगनेन कल्पताम ओम जगनो जगनेन कल्पताम. Now in case something is left, you can empty out in the right hand. And when you say swaha, you can offer everything to Prashant bhai. Om bhurvuvah swaha swaha idam prajapataye namah. And then everybody facing the bowl here, you can take your chair, except Prashant bhai and except Dhaval bhai and his two sons. You can take your chair. Now, two grandsons and Dhaval bhai, you can stay here. Now, beta, these two coconuts go into two corners each. One corner and the another corner. Idam phalam maya devam sthapitam purukastava tena me samlabde bhavin janmani janmani. Om bhurvasvaham Prashant bhai pratasya visheshatyam sampadayami. This one is a ghee butter. If you can touch it to the forehead and hold it like this. Om asvattvamadi jato simvadainam jayatam puna aso swargaya lokaya swaham jvalatu pahakake. Om bhurvuvah swaha swaha idam prajapataye namah. Okay, now if you can place it in this corner. Okay, now one grandson sits here, another sits there, and before you sit, grandson Dhaval bhai, you can go first. Okay, now before you sit, if you can light up Vivo and Agarbatti. Om Chandrama Manasu Jata Shakshoho Surjo Ajayata Shotrat Vayushya Pranashya Mukhad Agnirajayatam Bodhipadeva Rupastam Karma Shakshiya Vignakrut Yavat Karma Samaktisya Tavattam Sustirobhamam. Om Bhurvasvaham Prashant bhai pretasya दीपम समर्पयामि. ओम ब्रह्मणस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यः कृतः ऊरोतरसवेश्यः परिव्याघ्रो शूद्रो अजायतम्. ओम भूर्भुवस्वहम् प्रशांत भाई प्रेतस्य धूपम समर्पयामि. Okay, Dhaval bhai, now when we have to perform this kind of rituals, I know you are Jain, but still when we are doing this way, then we have to have our hair removed. So symbolically, if I can take one rat, yani kanya papani brahma hatya vinasita kesanya tishta tishtani tasmat keshanva pamyaham. Now if you can hold this like that. Om tachakshurdeva hitam purastat chakramicharita pashyema sharadah shatam jivema sharadah shatapashanu yama sharadah satam pabrabhama sharadah satamadina श्याम शरदः शतं भूयस्य शरदः शतात्. ओम ग्रंथि देवताभ्यो नमः. ओम तंतु देवताभ्यो नमः. Om Yagnopavittam Paramam Pavitram Prajapatiryat Sahajam Purastat Ayushyamagram Pratimanja Shubram Yagnopavittam Palamastu Tejaham Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Ring finger from the right hand. I will place this. Om Pavitroste Vaishnavyo Saviturvaha Prashava Utpunamya Chidrena Pavitrena Suryasya Rashmibihi Pavitra Pati Pavitra Putasya Yat Kamaha Pune Tachakeyamma. If you can take a spoon of water and hold it, you can touch your hand. Om Atradya Mahamangalya Punya Pavitra Masatame Mase Makshar Mashe Shukla Pakshe Traudashyam Titho Chandravashare Yatha Vartaman Nakshatra Muhurta Samvaye Evam Gragana Visheshana Vishishtayam Shubha Punya Titho. If you can follow me, Kashyapa Gotra Kashyap Chitan. Away, you can hold it. Mama Pituhu. Now you can hold it. Asya Pitamaha. Now everybody, Prashant bhai, Pretasya, Dhanartham, Utkrantyadi, Pinda Pradhanam, Aham, Karishye, Tatha, Panchaka, Janita, Marana, Dosha, Nivruttaye, Uttara Vidhim, Aham, Karishye. If you can place the water here, and spoon goes back here. Now, as I told you, that Prashant bhai passed away in Panchak. Panchak is a collection of 5 constellations that lasts 5 days. It happens every month. Suppose it started on Wednesday or Friday, it will finish Monday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. 5 days. And in case somebody passes away during that time, then we have to cremate 5 statues. Otherwise, the family is in trouble, the reoccurrence of death and something like that. So, there are 5 statues here, this one. So if you can offer flower petal first, double by, and then you can offer rice on each of them. Either order you can start, that's fine. Flower petal, one each. Om Vasoho Pavitramasi Shatadharam Vasoho Pavitramasi Sahasradharam Devasva Savita Punatu Vasoho Pavitrena Shatadharena Suptvam Kama Duksaha Om Vasubhyanama Vasum Avahyami Sthapyami Pujyami. But you can offer ghee to each of them. Om Varuno Stambhanamasi Varunasya Skamba Sarjanisto Varunasya Ruta Sadanyashi Varunasya Ruta Sadanmasi Varunasya Ruta Sadanmashida Om Varunai Nama Varunam Avahyami Sthapyami Pujyami Om Utano Hirbudhyah Sunutvoja Ekapati Prithivē Samudraham Vishve Deva Ruta Ruduhuvana Sutta Mantra Kavisasta Avantu Om Ajek Pade Nama Ajek Padam Avahyami Sthapyami Pujyami Om Sivo Nama Siswaditiste Pita Namaste Astu Mama Hikusihi Nivartayamya Yukhen Dhyaya Prajananaya Raya Spokhaya Supaja Suviryaya Om Ahirbudnyaya Ahirbudhyam Avahyami Sthapyami Pujyami Om Pukhanta Vavrate Vayanarikhe Makadachanam Stotarasta Ihasmi Om Pushtanam Pushtam Avahyami Sthapyami Pujyami Om Manorjyoti Jugata Majasya Brahaspati Yagna Mimantanottvarishtam Yagna Kum Samimanta Dhatu Vishve Deva Saihamareyantam Om Pratishtam Om Gurvasvam Vaswadi Nakshatra Devta Avahitah Supratishitha Vartaha Bhavata Sarvopcharti Gandham Pushpamakshatan Samarpayami Om Pretavahaya Swaham Om Pretasakaya Swaham Om Pretapai Swaham Om Preta Bhumipai Swaham Om Preta Hatre Swaha. So now we are secure. We don't have to worry about those panchakna. Now, as I explained you before, your journey goes in the hand like this. Straight it. Okay, now see. Now 6 times water. You can take the help of left hand. So taking water in the right hand, if you can offer it like that. Om Atradya Mahamangalya Punya Pavitra Masuttame Mase मक्षर मासे शुक्ल पक्षे त्रयोदश्यां तिथौ चंद्रवासरे यथा वर्तमान नक्षत्र मुहूर्त समवाये एवं ग्रह गण विशेषण विशिष्टायां शुभ पुण्य तिथौ काश्यप पुत्र प्रशांत भाई प्रेत शव निमित्तम अवने जन्म मदत्तम तवोपतिष्ठताम काश्ना. When someone passes away in our family, in Hinduism, we totally offer 6 pins like this. It is because man has 5 senses, and when those 5 senses are not, God only took it. When those 5 senses are not there, then we need to, reduce the affinity between the soul and the body. Even at this point too, the soul tries to enter the body. So we cannot let it happen. So for 5 senses, we offer 5 pins. So suppose we are at Ahmedabad house, and before we go to Smashan, we offer the first pin at home. Its name is Shah. Om Adya Purvacharidhyam Gragana Visheshana Visheshtayam Shubha Punya Tithau Kashyap Putram Prashant Bhai Preta Shah Nimittam Eshate Pindaha Madattam Stavopatishtatam. You can use both. Okay, that is okay. Now, but if you can offer everything means little one white and everything, yeah, once. Kashyap Gotram Prashant Bhai Preta Shau Nimittam Eshate Pindaha Manattam Stavopatishtatam Kashyap Gotram Prashant Bhai Preta Shau Nimittam Pinde Pratyavne Janam Gandam Puspam Yavaksatam Tulsi Patram Dupam Dipam Naivedyam Manattam Tavopatishtatam. There are 4 more things. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now we are ready to go to Smasan. When we need to go through your main entrance, Pravesa, Umbar, we have to offer the second pin at Umbar, Pravesdwar, at the door frame. Its name is Pant. So same thing is going to be repeated again, second pin. Om Adya Purvacharidhyam Gargana Visheshana Visheshtayam Shubhapanya Tithau Kashyap Gotra Prashant Bhai Preta Dwar Deshe Pantha Nimittam Avane Janam Madattam Tavopatishtatam Kashyap Gotra Prashant Bhai Preta Dwardeshe Pantha Nimittam Eshate Pindaha Manattam Stavopatishtatam Kashyap Gotra Prashant Bhai Preta Dwardeshe Pantha Nimittam Pinde Pratyavne Janam Gandam Puspam Yavaksatam Tulsi Patram Dupam Dipam Naivedyam Manattam Tavopatishtatam. So finally we are stepping out of our house in Ahmedabad. Grandson, one of the grandson or both of them can carry one same thing, fire in a matli, and we all are lifting Prashant Bhai and stepping out of our lives. Now, when we go to Smasan, we use word Rama. So when I say Rama, you need to say Rama. So we are stepping out of the house. Sri Rama, Sri Rama, Sri Rama, Sri Rama, Sri Rama. We are out of our house. Once we pass a street, society, mollo, colony, whatever we call, and when we go to the square or main street, where there is an intersection, 3 or 4 crossroads, over there we have to place Prashant Bhai and offer the third pin. Its name is Kejar. So same thing again. Om Adya Purvacharidhyam Gargana Visheshana Visheshtayam Shubhapunya Tithau Kashyap Gotrashyam Prashant Bhai Pretasya Chatvari Kejar Nimittam Avane Janam Madattam Tavopatishtatam Kashyap Gotra Prashant Bhai Preta Chatvari Kejar Nimittam Eshate Pindaha Madattam Stavopatishtatam Kashyap Gotra Prashant Bhai Preta Chatvari Kejar Nimittam Pinde Pratyavne Janam Gandam Puspam Yavaksatam Tulsi Patram Dupam Dipam Naivedyam Madattam Tavopatishtatam. So up to this point, ladies used to come only up to this point in those days. Lighting up a divak, ladies go back home, and only the man walks to Smasan, lifting him on the shoulder, because it is written in Garu Puran, Drutva Skande Sapita Ramya, Smasanaya Gacchati, Shru Ashwamega Phalam Putro, Labhate Je Pade Pade, Nitva Skande Suprushtange, Sadatatana Lalita, Tadevata Drunanmache, Namrutam Sapita Ramya. The son, and nowadays even the daughters too, who carries that deceased father's or mother's body on the shoulder and walk to Smasan, always get the punya of Ashwamedh Yagna, because during the life, the first obligation that he brought you into this world. Now, needless to say, how many sacrifices he had to bring you up. And the relationship between daughter and father, any part of the universe you go, any religion you belong to, any community you belong to, the relationship between father and daughter is totally unique. They have unconditional love. Those relationships cannot be described in words. When you go to attend a wedding ceremony, the bride is leaving that Vidai. At that time you cry. You do not cry looking to that bride. You cry because you remember your dad. So here too, when we go there, we'll be lifting him on the shoulder few steps at least. So right now we are proceeding to Smasan in Ahmedabad. Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 In this way, we keep walking to Smasan. Now, in every town or village, the Smasan crematory is always at the outskirts of the village, where there is a river or town. Village or town, the Smasan is always at the outskirts, where there is a river. So there is a distance. So they make a center point somewhere where we can place him there and offer the fourth pin. It is called Visram Sthan, rest place. The pin name is Bhut, fourth one. Om Adya Purvacharityam Karmana Visheshana Visheshtayam Sapapunya Tithau Kashyap Putra Prashant by Preta Visranto Bhuta Nimittam Avani Janam Madattam Tahu Patishtatam Kashyap Putra Prashant by Preta Visranto Bhuta Nimittam Ishadi Pindaha Madattam Stahu Patishtatam Kashyap Putra Prashant by Preta Visranto Bhuta Nimittam Pinde Pratyamni Janam Gandam Puspam Yavatsatan Tulsi Patram Dupam Dipam Naivedyam Madattam Tahu Patishtatam. So, those poor people who carried Prashant Bhai from home, it is likely that if the body is very heavy or if they want to switch, they can switch it from this point, another 4 people can take over. So, suppose we are walking this way, up to this point his head was heading. Now the head will go on the back side and the legs will be heading. And once again, we are on our way to Smasan. Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 In this way, reciting God's name, we reach Smasan. Now the Bhumi place where he is to be cremated. If back home, they clean with water. Using Gangajar we are going to place here again, and then using I guess, using cow dung and cow urine, they make a bhumi. So Yamadut do not enter there, and Brahma Vishnu Mahesh themselves come to receive him. Symbolically, this is Gomutra and Gobar chant. Om Bhurasi Bhumi Rasya Diti Rasi Vishwadaya Vishwasya Bhuvanasya Dattim Prudevim Yacha Prudevim Druham Prudevim Mahinsihi. Om Pruthivitvaya Drutalokka Devitvam Vishnunadrutam Tam Chadharaimam Devi Pavitram Gurjasanam. Om Idama Pahabrahvata Madhyam Cha Malam Chayat Yacha Vidrudruhantam Yacha Shepe Avirunam Apoma Tasmadena Saha Pavamanasya Munchatu. Om Purvasva Bhumme Namaha Sarvopchari Gandham Pushpamakshitan Samarpayami Pratna Purukam Namaskaran Samarpayami. So Bhumi is ready. Now we make a pier, cheetah, using sandalwood sticks, samidas and all those stuff. So here, symbolically, this is a cheetah pier. Samita and sandalwood sticks. Om Samito Anjana Krutaram Matinam Drutamagre Madhumat Vamanaham Vajivahan Vajinam Jata Vedo Devanam Vaksipriyama Sadyastamam. Om apeto yanto panayo sumna deva piyavah asya lokah sutavatah Dyubiraho viraktu virvektam yamo dadatva vassanamasmi. Using two hands, if you can offer to like one cheetah. So cheetah is ready, bear. Now at cheetah place, bear place, we offer the fifth pin. Its name is Vayu. Om Adya Purvachariti Om Gargana Visheshana Vishishtayam Shubha Punyatithau Kashyap Putra Prashant Bhai Preta Chitasthane Vayu Nimittam Avane Janam Manattam Tamo Upatishtatam Kashyap Putra Prashant Bhai Preta Chitasthane Vayu Nimittam Eshate Pinda Manattam Stavo Upatishtatam Kashyap Putra Prashant Bhai Preta Chitasthane Vayu Nimittam Pinde Pratyamne Janam Gandham Pushpam Yavakshatan Tulsi Patram Dupam Dipam Naivedyam Madattam Tavo Upatishtatam Kesri Sai Natha Guru Govinda Partipurishwara Jaya Govinda Prashanti Nilaya Radhe Govinda Shri Guru Jaya Guru Vithala Govinda Vittala 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 Govinda Shri Guru Jaya Guru Vittala Govinda Shri Sai Natha Guru Govinda. So Puja Prashant Bhai came to this world. And unfortunately, most tragically, or I say untimely, he is leaving us. Untimely because the parents, however old are they, even if they are 150 years old, their death is always untimely. Yes, there is only one father and one mother in life. He is leaving us. Whatever sweet memories he had with the families and friends, he is going to carry with him. So 6 feet is for the sweet memories. So that goes here. Om Adya Purvachariti Om Gargana Visheshana Vishishtayam Shubha Punyatithau Kashyap Putra Prashant Bhai Preta Sauhaste Sadhak Nimittam Avane Janam Manattam Tavo Upatishtatam Kashyap Putra Prashant Bhai Preta Sauhaste Sadhak Nimittam Eshate Pinda Manattam Stavo Upatishtatam Kashyap Putra Prashant Bhai Preta Sauhaste Sadhak Nimittam Pinde Pratyamne Janam Gandham Pushpam Yavaksatan Tulsi Patram Dupam Dipam Naivedyam Manattam Tavo Upatishtatam. Don't be if you can hold this and follow. Pindadane Kashyap Putra Asya Pituhu Prashant Bhai Preta Sadgati Uttam Loka Praptihi. Okay, now if you can place the water again. And once again, take the water again. Om Adya Purvachariti Om Gargana Visheshana Vishishtayam Shubha Punyatithau Kashyap Putra Prashant Bhai Preta Dahartham Kapalagni Siddhyartham Ajyana Samasta Vyahrutra Prayashit Homam Karishye. So now, when I said like when we left the house, the grandson was carrying fire in a matli. We are going to create that fire here. And that fire needs some offerings. Om Agani Dutam Puro Dade Havyavavaham Pabruve Devam Asadayadiha Om Chatvari Srunga Trayu Asya Padatve Silse Saptahastasu Asya Tridha Bato Grukavoro Raviti Mahodevo Martyam Avivesha Om Agne Vaishvanar Shandilya Sita Devaleti Tripavaranvit Bhumir Mataha Varupitaha Mitkadvajan Pramukho Mama Sammukho Bhava Om Agnay Namah Sarvopchati Gandham Pushpam Chatan Samarpayami Om Agnim Prajvalatim Vande Jata Veda Hutashanam Hiranyavranamalam Samruddho Visvato Mukham. If you can hold this like this, slightly, so ghee will be dripping inside the podium. And beta, you can keep offering ghee like this. So that is often dripping in. And after some time, he will take it over, your brother. Om Prajapataye Swahainam Prajapataye Namama Om Indrai Swahainam Indrai Namama Om Agnaye Swahainam Agnaye Namama Om Somai Swaha Idam Somai Namama. Om Vishnave Swaha Idam Vishnave Namama. Even if it overflows, don't worry. If it overflows, don't worry. Om Rudrai Swaha Idam Rudrai Namama. Om Lomabhyah Swaha Idam Lomabhya Namama. Om Tvache Swaha Idam Tvache Namama. Om Lohitai Swaha Idam Lohitai Namama. Om Medobhyah Swaha Idam Medobhya Namama. Om Mausebhyah Swaha Idam Mausebhya Namama. Om Snayubhyah Swaha Idam Snayubhya Namama. Om Astibhyah Swaha Idam Astibhya Namama. Om Majabhyah Swaha Idam Majabhya Namama. Om Retase Swaha Idam Retase Namama. Om Payave Swaha Idam Payave Namama. Om Ayasai Swaha Idam Ayasai Namama. Om Prayasai Swaha Idam Prayasai Namama. Om Sanyasai Swaha Idam Sanyasai Namama. Om Vyasai Swaha Idam Vyasai Namama. Om Udyasai Swaha Idam Udyasai Namama. Om Suche Swaha Idam Suche Namama. Now we can pass it on to him so he can offer something. Sojate Swaha Idam Sojate Namama. Om Sojamanai Swaha Idam Sojamanai Namama. Om Saukai Swaha Idam Saukai Namama. Om Tapase Swaha Idam Tapase Namama. Om Tapyate Swaha Idam Tapyate Namama. Om Taptamanai Swaha Idam Taptamanai Namama. Om Taptai Swaha Idam Taptai Namama. Om Dharmai Swaha Idam Dharmai Namama. Om Niskritye Swaha Idam Niskritye Namama. Om Prashtitye Swaha Idam Prashtitye Namama. Om Veshajai Swaha Idam Veshajai Namama. Om Yamai Swaha Idam Yamai Namama. Om Antakai Swaha Idam Antakai Namama. Om Mrityave Swaha Idam Mrityave Namama. Om Brahmane Swaha Idam Brahmane Namama. Om Brahmahatyai Swaha Idam Brahmahatyai Namama. Om Vishvevya Devibhyah Swaha Idam Vishvevya Namama. Om Dya Prithivibhyam Swaha Idam Dya Prithivibhyam Namama. Om Bhurvuvah Swaha Swaha Idam Prajapataye Namah. Better rice and sesame taken together if you can offer it here. Om Kravya Dandana Sabupcha Tirakshatan Samarpayami. Om Asvat Tomati Jatu Sitvadayam Jayatam Punah Asus Vargaya Lukaya Swaha Jalatu Patake. Om Bhurvuvah Swaha Swaha Idam Prajapataye Namah. Now we need to go by that, day by day. You can say that. Ke Govinda Krishna Jai, Gopala Krishna Jai, Gopal Lal Bal Radha Krishna Jai, Govinda Krishna Jai, Gopala Krishna Jai, Gopal Lal Bal Radha Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai. Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, two people. Krishna, 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 Krishna Jai, between two legs. Govinda Krishna Jai, Gopala Krishna Jai, Gopal Lal Bal Radha Krishna Jai. Gopi Kamal Hari Pyari, Bhai Mira Man Vihari, Madan Mohan Murali Dhari Krishna Jai. Gopi Kamal Hari Pyari, Bhai Mira Man Vihari, Madan Mohan Murali Dhari Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai, Govinda Krishna Jai, Gopala Krishna Jai, Gopal Lal Bal Radha Krishna Jai. Now this one, touching it to the chest, you can put it back here. Touch it to the chest first. And you face it. Now the sixth one, for the sweet memories, that goes in his right hand. So if you can, I'm going to lift the hand. You can put it. Okay, now, daughters are also welcome. Both the daughters. Even daughter-in-law too, she is also a daughter. Granddaughters are also welcome. So, we got can stay there. Couple of people here, couple of people here, couple of people there. We can leave this one or open. Now we are going to offer this vastra cloth. So if you can hold it from the top, one end, this, the other side. Yeah. Hold it. This side, this thing. Okay, now from this side you can hold it. Then you can come to the center and hold it on the high level. Om tasma gagnat sarvahutah sambratam prakadadyam pasungstamshtakrit vayavya naranya gramyangshchaye. Om burvasvaham Prashant bhai pretasya antim vastram samarpayami. So you can cover him, everything, even head too. Now because antim darshan is yet to be done, darshan karna baki chhe. So you can pull it from that side and you keep the face open. Okay. Now all of you can hold this and garland him. Om Sevantika Makula Champaka Patalakje Punnaga Jati Karavira Rasala Puspai Bilva Pravala Tulasi Dalamala Devi Stam Pujayami Jagadishwar Me Prasidam Om Burvasvaham Prashant bhai pretasya pushpamalam samarpayami. Pere tu upar. We are very lucky to have a ruby memorial. Look at the staff. Every moment they are ready to help us. They know that we need to lift the head in order to garland. Sit there again. And now, grandson. Om Adya Purvacharityam Kargana Visheshana Visheshtayam Subhapunya Tidhau Kashyap Putram Prashant bhai Preta Kuber Pinda Esati Pinda Padattam Stavu Patishnatam Kapatman Foto. અને પછી છે બધું સાઈડ પ્રમાણે આમે પડી જવું છે ચાલે પછી મૂકી દેવાનું. Now grandson madam, even daughter's sons are also grandsons. So one of you, daughter's son, where is daughter's son? You can hold this like that, and if you can balance it, the fire has to be on. So you hold it in such a way, so fire is on. And now this, going this way, 4 times counterclockwise production and all. You can keep your hand here, you can keep your hand here, you can keep your hand there, and you can, oh, 4 times. Om Apo Histamayo Bhuvastana Murje Dadatana Maheranai Chachase Yuvaha Sivatamo Rasasase Bhajayate Hanaha Ushati Riva Mataraha Tasma Arangamamaho Yasisyavaya Jitvatul Apo Janayatha Janaha Om Saptasyasan Parita Srihi Sapta Samita Kreta Devaya Krantantanvana Abadhan Purukhan Pasumam Yani Kanja Papani Janmantara Krutani Cha Tani Sarvani Nashyanti Pradakshanam Pade Padhe Om Hari Om Namaste Rudramanyava Utota Ikhave Namaha Bahubhyamutate Namaha Jate Rudra Shiva Tanura Gora Papakashinitaya Nastanva Shantamaya Giri Shanta Vichakashihi Om Karacharana Krutam Va Kaya Jam Karma Jam Va Sravananayana Jam Va Manasam Va Paradam Viditam Vihitam Va Sarvametam Kshamashva Jai Jai Karunabde Sri Mahadeva Shambho Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugantim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityurmukshi Amam Pratat Om Trayukam Yamadagnehe Kashyapasya Trayukam Yadeve Kutrayukam Tanno Astu Trayukam. Once we finish food, we can stand here. So at this point, can we stand up for 5 minutes? Stand. Those who can stand. If you have problem with the foot or leg, you can sit down. So the ancestors who passed away in our family, like grandfather, grandmother, maternal side grandfather, grandmother, मामा मामी कोई फुआ चाचा चाची जे कोई होते पड़े पितृ गए अवसान पामेला છે we need to नमस्कार to them आब्रह्मस्तंभ पर्यंतं देवर्षि पितृमानवः तृप्यन्तु पितरः सर्वे मातृमाता महादयः अतितकूलकोटीनां सप्तदीपनिवासिनां आब्रह्मा भुवनालोकदिदमस्तु तिलोदकम् ये बांधवा ये यज्ञ जन्मनि बांधवा ते सर्वतृप्ति मायान्तु मया दत्तेन भारिणं ये के चस्मत्कुले जाता अपुत्रा गोत्रिणो मृतां ते गृह्णन्तु मया दत्तं वस्त्रनिस्फुलिनोदकम् ओम ब्रह्म जगनानं प्रथमं पुरस्ताद् द्विसीमति सुरुचो वेन आवह सुपुण्या उपमा अस्य विष्टा सतस्य योनिमसतस्य विवहम् ओम ब्रह्मणे नमः प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि ओम इदं विष्णुविचक्रमे ते धानिनडे पडम्मा समूढमस्य भागो सुरे स्वाहम् ओम विष्णवे नमः प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि ओम हरि ओम नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यवभूतोतमिकवे नमः बाहुव्यामुतते नमः ओम रुद्राय नमः प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि ओम यमाय त्वां गिरस्वति पितृमते स्वाहा स्वाहा धर्मपित्रे ओम यमाय नमः प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि ओम प्रेता जयता नर इंद्रो वह शर्म जचत उग्रा वह सन्तु बाहुना दृख्यायता शतम् ओम तत्पुरुषाय नमः प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यस्तवै वेद साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदै गायन्ति यं सामगहं ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तनविदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः कृत्वा सुदुष्करं कर्म जानता वाप्य जानता मृत्युकालवशं ज्ञात्वा नरं पञ्चत्वमागतं धर्म समायुक्तं लोभमोह समावृतं दहेयं सर्वगात्राणि दिव्यान् लोकान् स गच्छतु ओम द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षको शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगुं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः श्यामा शान्तिरेति you can continue यतो यथा समीहसे ततो न अभयं कुरु शन्नः कुरु प्रजाभ्यं भयन्नः पशुभ्यः ओम शान्तिः 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 सुशान्तिर्भवतु. According to our rituals, we gave him live agni fire. Now if at some places they don't let us open the casket, here they do let us do that. So we did our job at least. And at this point we are going to do Omkar when we recite Om like that 3 times. And then we will have a moment of silence in the honor of Prashant Bhai. तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं मृगमय ओम शांति 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 सुशांतिर्भवतु. If I say in Gujarati, પૂજ્ય પ્રશાંતભાઈના પ્રેમાળ પુણ્યશાળી અને પવિત્ર આત્માની અંતિમ વિધિ કરવામાં પહેલાં તો તમે મને ચેતક આપી. થેન્ક યુ ધવલભાઈ ફોર કીપિંગ ફેથ ઇન મી એન્ડ હેવિંગ મી ડુ ધીસ પૂજા. અને પૂજા દરમિયાન તમે લોકો જૈન સમાજ છે, કોઈ કહેવાનું હોતું જ નથી. જૈન સમાજ માટે એટલું બધું માન છે મને. આઈ ગો ટુ વેડિંગ સેરેમની એની એવરીવેર. જૈન સમાજ ઇઝ ધ બેસ્ટ. તો પૂજા દરમિયાન તમે જે શાંતિ જાળવી તો એમનું માન તો જળવાયું, સાથે મારું માન પણ જળવાયું કે ભાઈ. તો બધાનું ઋણી છું, હૃદયપૂર્વક નમસ્કાર કરું છું. બેસી જાઓ, હજુ બેસી જાઓ, 5 મિનિટનું કામ બાકી છે. So when the Agni Sanskar is done, we collect ash, asti. So symbolically, if you can take this, tape it and put it back. Om asvatvamati jato sippadayam jayatam puna asu swargaya lokaya swaha jalatu pakake. Om bhurvuvah swaha swahainam prajapataye namah. One spoon came on the Sita. Okay, now Dhawalbhai, if you can come here, and then you can follow behind him. You can stand behind him. And now let me show you what we are doing here. So this is we are doing Sita ne thandi karwana chhe apne. This is called pacifying or cooling down Sita flame. We don't get a chance to do this. So you can come this side. Dhawalbhai, you will be keeping this on the right shoulder. Now from the back side, first round him, second round him, third round him, fourth round him. As you walk, we are going clockwise. So as you keep walking from the back side, one person at a time will be offering milk on Prashant Bhai. पूर्वच्चारिते उग्रगण विशेषण विशेषायं सुपुण्यतिथौ काश्यप गोत्र प्रशांत भाई प्रेत चिता दाहो उपशमनार्थं च दाहजनित पीडा उपशमनार्थं च इदं उदकाञ्जलिस्ते उपतिष्ठधामम्. ओम अद्भ्यः सम्प्रतः पृथिवीरशाक्य विश्वकर्माणः समवर्तताग्रे तस्य कष्टाविद्रूपमेति तन्मर्तस्य देवत्वा महाजनमग्रे. ओम वेदाहमेतं पुरुखं महान्तमादित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेव विदित्वा ते मृत्युमपि नान्यः पन्था विद्यते अनाय. ओम प्रजापतिश्चक्ति गर्भेऽन्तर्जायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य योनिं परिपश्यन्ति तिरास्तस्मिन्नः तस्तुर्भुवनानि विश्वम्. ओम ज्यो देवेभ्यो आतपतये ज्यो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो ज्यो देवेभ्यो जातो नमो ऋचाय ब्राह्मये. ओम ऋचं ब्राह्म्यं जनयन्तो देवा अग्रितदब्रुवन्नम् जस्त्वैवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यतस्य देवा असन्वसे. ओम श्रीश्चते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्या वहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपमश्विनो व्यात्तम् इष्टन्निघाण मुम्मैघाण सर्वलोकं मैघाण. ओम अनादिनिधिनो देव शङ्खचक्र गदाधरः अक्षय पुण्डरीकाक्ष प्रेतमोक्ष प्रदभो अतसि पुष्पसङ्कासं पीतवास्य समुचितं येन नमस्यन्ति गोविन्द न तेषां विद्यते भवम्. कृष्ण कृष्ण कृपालत्वम् अगतिनां गतिर्भव संसरणमग्नानां प्रसीद पुरुषोत्तमम्. नारायण सुरश्रेष्ठ लक्ष्मीकांत वरप्रद अनिल दर्पणिनाथ प्रेतमोक्ष प्रभो हिरण्यगर्भ पुरुष व्यक्त व्यक्त स्वरूपिणी अस्य प्रेतस्य मोक्षार्थं सुकृतो भव सर्वदा. If we are back home, આપણે જો અમદાવાદમાં હોય તો એને છોડી દે, પાછળ તોડી નાખીએ. We can do that here. Imagine you are dropping it, and now it's going to break automatically inside there. Now, needless to say, you are going to apologize to Prashant Bhai. I have to apologize. I have to ask for apology to Prashant Bhai. Prashant Bhai, doing your last rituals, if I made any mistake, please forgive me. So obviously you are going to say something, but you must tell him, other than whatever you want to tell, that Dad, do not worry about Mom. We all will take care of her, so we will able to live peacefully. And secondly, you can say anything in the mind, like that if we deserve you, if we are worthy to you, then in case you have to be reborn, we want to be your children, only your children, once again in next birth if possible. Anything you can say like that. So at this point I am going to recite Bhagavad Gita's 12th and 15th chapter, and then I hand over to families and friends. If you want to stand here, you can stand here, or if you want to sit, that is also fine. Atha dvadasodhyayah evam satatayuktam ye bhaktastam paryupasate ye chapyaksharam avyaktam tesham ke yogavidtamam. Shri Bhagavan uvacha मय्यावेश्य मनो ये नित्ययुक्त उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेतास्ते मे युक्त तमामतः ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्य मव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र तमचिन्त्यं च कुटस्थमचलं ध्रुवं सन्नियमिन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहितेरतः कलेशो दिक्तरस्तेषां अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिर्वाप्यते ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परः अनन्यनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसां मय्येव मन आदस्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अथ ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः अथ चित्तं समादातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोग्येन तप्तो मामिच्छन्तु धनञ्जय अभ्यासेभ्य समर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिं वपस्यसि अथेतदप्यशक्तोऽसि कर्तुमद्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्म फलत्यागं तथा कुरु यथात्मवान् श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानं ध्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानं कर्म फलत्यागस्यागच्छन्तिरनन्तरम् अद्वेष्ट सर्वभूतानां मैत्रकरुण एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समद्दुःखः सुखक्षमी सन्तुष्ट सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको लोकान्नो द्विजते च यः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैर्मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः अनपेक्षः शुचिर्दक्षः उदासीनो गतव्यतः सर्वारंभ परित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यो न रुष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न कांक्षति शुभाशुभ परित्यागी भक्तिमान् मे स मे प्रियः समस्सन्त्रे च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः शीतोष्ण सुखदुःखेषु समसङ्गविवर्जितः तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतस्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः ये तु धर्म्यामृतं वेदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्धानामत परमा भक्तास्तेति मे प्रियः इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे भक्तियोगो नाम 12ोऽध्यायः अथ 15ोऽध्यायः श्री भगवान उवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमदशाकम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययं छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित् अतस्वचोर्ध्वं प्रसुतास्तस्य शाखा गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रबालाः अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धेन मनुष्यलोके न रूपमस्येह ततोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठम् अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलमसङ्गशस्त्रेण ददेन छित्त्वा ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ते भूय तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्ति प्रसुता पुराणि निर्माणमोहाजितसङ्गदोषाम् अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकाम त्वद्भिर्विमुक्ता सुखदुःखसंज्ञे गच्छन्त्यमूढा पदमव्ययं तत् न तदपासयते सूर्यो न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम ममेवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूत सनातनः मनस्सष्टानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि सर्वति शरीरं यद्वाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाते वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं सितं वापिं पुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढाननुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषा यतन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यामन्यवस्थितं यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानो नैनं पश्यन्त चेतसः यदा नित्यगतं तेजो जगद्भासयतेऽखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धिमामकं गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यहमौजसा पुष्टामि चौषधी सर्वां सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधं सर्वस्य चाहं हृदिसन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वैदेश्य सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेह चाहं भाविमो पुरुषो लोके क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च क्षरस्सर्वाणि भूतानि कुटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते उत्तमपुरुषस्त्वन्यं परमात्मेत्युदारकः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य बिभर्त्यवय ईश्वरः यस्मादक्षरमतीतोऽहं मक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोकवेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः यो मामेवमसम्मूढो जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद भजते मां सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रमिदं मुक्तमया नघ एतद्बुद्धिमान् यशात् कृतकृतश्च भारत इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुन संवादे पुरुषोत्तम नाम पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः। So पूज्य Prashant bhai, praise to God first, couple of words to God and then couple of words to us. What he prays to God is, O most merciful God, I repent for all my sins. Now, I'm sure he may not have committed any sin. He may not even have plugged, what is it, pulpit to union so, but he himself is praying to God that I repent for all my sins, for every thought that was false or unjust or unclean, for every word spoken that should not have been spoken, for every deed that should not have been done. I repent for every deed, word and thought inspired by selfishness or hatred or lust. I repent for every lustful action and thought, for any lie, for any hypocrisy, for every promise given but not fulfilled, and for any slander or backbiting. In your unbounded mercy, I ask you to forgive me for all my sins. And now, he says a couple of words to us. He says that I am very thankful to all of you for being here on my last exit or departure from this planet. Those who are watching virtually, those who couldn't make it, I understand, but at least you are here. And now he says that if during the life, if I hurt you or your feelings, I apologize. He says, Michami Dukuram to everybody. And in case you hurt me, you already have my forgiveness. He wants you to be very happy, healthy, and prosperous in all the areas of your life. He wants you to carry on the legacy. Prashant grandsons, granddaughters. He wants you to be very happy, healthy, and prosperous in all the areas of your life, saying that I'm not going to be there directly, but I'll be always there indirectly to protect you. Subham bhavatu, kalyanamastu, arogyamastu, aishwaryamastu, santirastu, tushirastu, dhanadalita samruddhyastu, hari om, om namah shivaya, om namah shivaya, om namah shivaya. Jai Jinendra to everybody. And now, hand over to family and friends. Those who want to say a couple of words or share the memory, you can come to the podium here. Thank you.
जय श्री कृष्ण। जय श्री कृष्ण Dada. As I stand here I see friends and relatives that have come from great distance to be here for my dad. Thank you for being here today as we celebrate the life of our caring father, doting grandfather, loving husband, and very spiritual soul, Prashant Shah. My father was born on December 16, 1938, to Ratilal Mukundbhai Shah and Buriba Shah in Bharuch, Gujarat, India. My father lost his father at an early age, so he was raised by his eldest brother and a single mother, my grandmother Buriba. He had a difficult life growing up with a single parent. Simple necessities of life were a luxury for him. To make ends meet, he had to work as a teenager while other kids were off to school getting an education. Because he was not able to complete his education, he ensured his kids were educated and never had to worry about the simple necessities of life. At the age of 27, he fell in love with a beautiful 22-year-old college student, Ranjan Patel. They were both rebels and in love, so they secretly married on November 24th, 1965. With all the challenges, he managed to support his wife and 3 kids. With resilience, gracefully overcoming any hurdles. He did not own a vehicle, but he had a bicycle. He took his family of 5 on his bicycle across the town. He was a pillar and strength of our family. He raised us with strong values, culture, and religion. In the mid-1970s, he met his spiritual guru, Amulak K. Patel. We refer to him as Dadaji. At that point, his life focus completely changed. The rest of his life focus was ingrained in Krishna and spirituality. In 1980, he immigrated with his family and settled in Hoboken, New Jersey, seeking a better life for his family so they would not have to experience the difficulties he endured. Even though he was physically in US, his heart and mind were always with his spiritual guru, Dadaji. In 1993, he retired so he can focus on spiritual growth with Dadaji in India. While he was focused on his spiritual growth, he gave me and Uri tremendous support. Thank you, Dad, for helping to raise 2 boys with strong values, principle, and spiritual knowledge. You have instilled in us core values of honor, integrity, endurance, patience, and most importantly, spirituality. Everything I have done all my life has followed these principles, and we will continue to follow these principles. Since 2013, Dad has been living with Parkinson's movement disorder. As this progressed further, he had to cope with dementia and dysphagia. Despite the doctor's direction to avoid eating by mouth, his strong will and independence kept him going. He continued to enjoy simple pleasures of life, eating his favorite foods, all sweets, penda, siro, barfi, gathia. He worked out every day on his stationary bicycle so his movement disorder would not restrict his independence. Dad, all these years, you never complained of the difficulties of living with these conditions. I admired you for being so strong. Every time I asked you how you were doing, you always had this amazing smile that would lift up my spirits, and you would tell me you were fine. You were my inspiration. When COVID hit, I began working from home, and I became more closer to my dad. I thank God for giving me the opportunity to spend each day with you and take care of you as you did for me and our kids. With the support from Urvi, Mom, Akshat, and Herschel, I was given the strength to be there for you. I want to thank Urvi for being there for Dad, taking care of him as a daughter would. They say all good things come to an end. That is not true here. Our physical connection may have ended, but our spiritual connection will always be eternal. Your principles, spiritual teaching, and your library of Dadaji satsangs will guide us forever. Thank you for building this library for us. Your efforts will be treasured for generations. Thank you for spending the last 50 years of your life with me. I know you are in a better place with Lord Krishna and Dadaji. Until we connect again, you will always be in our hearts and minds. Love always, your son. Om Shanti.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Jinendra. Thank you all for being here today for Dada. Dhaval and I, we both used to call him Dada because he was and still is a father figure, particularly in my life. Since the last 26 years, I have been married to Dhaval. He has taught me many things in life, and one of the biggest part was that he helped raise Akshat and Harshal so I could focus on my career. In the last few years, as his Parkinson's disease was progressing and his health was deteriorating, he would not remember much a simple daily routine of their life. He would ask for food, particularly sweets, all kind of Indian sweets early in the morning. He would ask for siro, his favorite food, at 6 in the morning. Now he is not with us. I will dearly miss him. I feel a big void in my life and pray to God for an eternal peace for his soul. Om Shanti.
am Prashant Shah's older daughter, Alpa Patel. I wanted to thank you all for coming today to honor my dad. Seeing so many people here today say goodbye to Dad today shows just how loved he was and how much he will be missed. My dad was hardworking, very strong, and dedicated to family, who was always there whenever we needed him. Dad had a great sense of humor. He made jokes and laughed so hard at his own jokes that we started laughing with him. Dad will always hold a special place in our lives, full of memories of how you have shaped our future and guided us through our life. I remember you always said to us that Jokku kaam karjo to agar vadso. It's difficult to say farewell to Dad, but I will always remain thankful for guidance that you passed on us and your grandkids. Gone, but never forgotten. તમારા આશીર્વાદ હંમેશા અમારા માથા ઉપર રાખજો અને આપતા રહેજો. જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ.
Jai Shri Krishna and Jai Jinendra. All those who knew my dad knew him as an amazing person who was a very loving, caring individual, though he was a very strong-minded person. All my friends will probably remember this. During Christmas time, he was the one who wrapped all the Christmas presents. That's why to this day, I don't know how to wrap presents. He took joy in everything that he took part in our lives. My parents came into this country with 3 young children with $4,000 debt, with the hopes and dreams to provide us with a better future. And we are very, very grateful for that. They compromised and sacrificed all of their dreams and their desires and whatever, just so we can fulfill our dreams. My dad's most valuable thing in his life was education, because he always regretted the fact that he could not have an education. He ensured that all 3 of us pursued our college degrees, no matter what we did. He used to come to my college with a box of mangoes sliced, only because he missed me. He said, but I knew he was just coming because he wanted to see me. He missed me. Although I was the middle child, I always felt like I was sort of on the side, with my elder sister and my younger brother getting all the attention. I never minded it, because I always got away with all the crime and the murder in the house, and no one was there to see it. He was a wise and a humble man with such great, strong beliefs and principles. He taught us to be proud of who we are and what we are, to believe in ourselves and our limitless potentials. And that is what has carried me throughout my entire life. Happiness comes from having minimal possessions without greed and jealousy, he said. He spread joy and his wisdom with everyone he came in contact with. He was actually involved in every upbringing. He motivated and encouraged us in all our endeavors and rejoiced in all his small and big wins. He kept some of our precious memories, like my high school ID card, in his treasure box that we just found yesterday. And Nishit's first business card that said systems engineer on it. So we knew that he loved us dearly. All your preaching and strict discipline and philosophy when we were younger seemed very annoying. He made us sit every day for 1 hour as he preached us. But all those things stayed with us in our heart and our minds as we pass through the journey of our lives. His family was always the utmost priority for him. He did not care for anything else except for the precious moment that he spent with us. Although I did not always have the opportunity or the fortune to spend enough time with you, Dad, there has never been a single day that I didn't think about you. I am utmost grateful. Every moment that I have Silas' voice in the back of my mind showing me the path with your words of advice. He had an eye for magical moments, which he captured and saved for life. Dad, you taught us to be truthful, no matter what and how difficult that truth would be, to face it with fearless. I know that you will be there eternally in spirit with us forever. He was a very resilient man throughout his last few years. He had to live strong. He was like a bunny energizer. He went to the hospital and came back, said, I'm coming back just for you guys. Thank you, Dad, for being our dad. And I hope and pray to God that you will be my dad forever and ever. Om Shanti.
Shri Krishna and Jai Janendra. I just wanted to share some happy and treasured memories that I have of Dada. So some of my earliest memories are when we lived in Jersey City. I was a baby then, so I don't remember much, but I do remember 3 specific things. Every day he would take me in a stroller to the park that we lived next to and push me on the swings. And then sometimes when we'd run errands to the corner store, he'd buy me a grape lollipop. And it was the best lollipop I've ever had, to date. And in our living room, he would always tape episodes of Tom and Jerry for me to watch because it was my favorite show. And then as I grew up and we moved to Old Bridge, some of those things changed and evolved. Right, every day after school, we would sit on the sofa and just watch Disney Channel together. Some days he would take me to the library and we'd get a book. And then I'd come home and he'd tell me, don't read while eating because it's bop to disrespect the knowledge like that. Other days he would tell me stories that he read and heard of Ram and Krishna and all the Indian legends. He would teach me new card games all the time. We'd play like Dotin Bach, Satat. And then he would drive me and Herschel to karate almost every single day and then drive us back home afterwards. And sometimes when he was gardening, he'd ask me to come help him outside. And if you don't know this, he loved to garden. He had a garden in Jersey City, he had a garden in Old Bridge, and he had some kind of a garden where we are now, Princeton Junction. I remember some days coming home after school and he'd have pears from his pear tree and Ba would cut them up and Dada would just be talking to me while I was eating pears. And then he would drive me to the train station after school in high school so I could go to my after school program. And I remember one time he heard me singing in the shower because his bedroom was right next to the bathroom, and he teased me about it later on. And I denied it. I was like, no, it was clearly Herschel, but he knew. And then when I went off to college, I got to see him less. And every time I came home, he would be so happy to see me. He would say, study hard, focus on grades, focus on school. But then during COVID, it was nice because I was home and I got to see him every single day. You know, Nada was an important person in my life. He helped raise me, he cared for me. I'm gonna miss him so much. He was the best grandfather you can imagine. I'm gonna miss seeing him whenever I come home. I'm gonna miss hearing him, listening to his tapes of Dadaji. I'm gonna miss his smile. I'm gonna miss him telling me to do well in school. I'm gonna miss his jokes. I'm gonna miss his love for sweets. I just wish I could talk to him one more time. But a part of me is also happy because he's in a better place now, away from all the suffering and pain that he endured. And I know now he's with his mom and his dad and Dadaji smiling down on us. And I know he'll always be with us, guiding us. I love you, Dada. So I wrote this as a small letter to Dada. Jai Shri Krishna, Dada. Thank you for taking care of me growing up. I have fond memories of spending time with you after school, whether it's just sitting and reading with you, making you play garbage with me, and a bunch of other card games, watching Disney Channel and Jeopardy and Family Feud. You telling me stories like Indian legends, asking me for help in learning English. I'm sorry I didn't learn Gujarati as well as I wanted to. In the past 2 years, when your health declined, I'm glad I was able to help you and tell you Jai Shri Krishna every morning, just to see you smile light up. And I'm in a better place now. Love, your grandchild, Shah.
Before I forget, Christian, if you can come here, please. On behalf of Jain community, Hindu community, and entire Indian community, we say thank you to you, Christian, for outstanding help in the difficult time. You are patient to help out the family. Since the inception of the first call that was made to her, cremation will be done. We will not rise. She took all the responsibilities. Thank you is not enough for you, but God bless you. And now we have to follow her instructions.
Jai Jananda, Jai Shri Krishna. Good morning. Once again, I would like to offer my sincere thoughts and prayers to your family. Thank you for allowing me to take care of your beloved Prashant. My prayers go out to all of you. I'm so sorry for your loss, and my prayers will remain with you. At this time, we're going to give everyone the opportunity to come forward for darshan. We ask that the immediate family come forward. If we can assemble in the back, we'll allow you to do darshan last. That way you can have a few moments. Everyone else will please come forward. We're going to start with everyone that's lined up on the right. Offer flowers, and then if we can exit on the left. So for those of you, as long as there's an aisle for everyone to exit, and that way we can have it organized. I want to keep the center aisle open for the live stream. So that way we don't have any crisscross in front of the camera. So for those of you, those that were not allowed to be here today, that they can have a clear view. Thank you.
जन्म सब
The immediate family? We just have a few moments left, so if we could just have the family.
साचु बतावी रूप श्री रण छोड़ हृदय स्थापजो परमात्माए आत्माने शांति साचे आपजो परमात्माए आत्माने शांति साचे आपजो परमात्माए आत्माने शांति साचे आपजो
Oh, yeah.
त्रायुखम जमदग्ने एकस्य पश्य त्रायुखम यद्दे वेकुत्रायुखम तन्नो अस्तु त्रायुखम ओम ग्रतम विमिक्षे ग्रतमस्य
Family and friends, if we could just complete these last rites.
स्वाहा ग्रतम रखबोक्षि हव्यम भगन्वी अक्कासे रेडी वन You can place it anywhere on the bottom. Anywhere on the bottom. Now, as we step out, we are going to roll him first. Then roll kari sukalla baji. And therpachi, about 8 strong people will keep walking. And when 3 yards are left, we are going to give him a kan. Uchki spada apne ka babar jo mana chahiye. And one of the grandson is going to carry this in the front with me. And the granddaughter can carry this in the back. Once again, it's just be balanced. The last announcement, I mean, in case somebody just walked in and who is yet to do darshan, please come forward because we are leaving now for cremation. કદાચ હરિભક્તોમાંથી કોઈ કમણા આવી હોય અને દર્શન કરવા બાકી હોય તો આવી જજો આગળ. આપણે જઈએ છીએ સ્મશાન અગ્નિ સંસ્કાર માટે જઈએ છીએ. So you can stay અહીંયા આવ્યો તમે બીજા આ બાજુ આવી જાઓ બીજા 2-4 ભાઈઓ આ બાજુ આવી જાઓ બધા ભાઈઓ અને સો ગોપાલ કૃષ્ણ બોલું તો રાધે કૃષ્ણ બોલજો બધા. તો માથું પહેલા રોલ કરવાના છે. જોશ વેરી ગુડ. मृत्युं कुर्वस्व तत्सन्वैतस्य पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि.
Yeah. Kid's mother is killing me today. She's funny. I hate.
Gopal Krishna, 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 Gopal Krishna. Được đi. Lấy cái sáng nó thân. Còn tâm ra cái chuyện có đi gần bên. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramauta Stunvanti Vestave Veda Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayantiyam Samadam Dhyana Vastiti Tadgatena Manasha Pashyantiyam Yogino Yashyantan Vidhusurasudgana Devayatasmai Namah Kruspatusnuskaram Karma Janata Vapya Janata Mrityukalavasham Gnatva Naram Panchatvam Agatam Dharma Dharma Samayuktam Lopamauha Samamrutam Daheyam Sarvatatrani Divyan Lokan Sakachatu Om Dyohu Shanti Rantarikshatu Shanti Prativi Shanti Rapaha Shanti Rokadayaha Shanti Vanaspatayaha Shanti Vishwe Devaham Shanti Shanti Sarvato Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Shama Shanti Rede Yato Yataha Sami Ase Tato No Abhayam Purushannaha Puru Prajapyam Vayannaha Vasubhyaham Om Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti 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 Bhavatu. Apa? Adi open kami. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam